Hi guys, so this is my full review of KillROM on the GSM Galaxy Nexus, or the Maguro, whichever one you want to call it. So this ROM is jam-packed with all sorts of AOKP features, CyanogenMod features, and they've also implemented a lot of their own features, which is pretty nice. So let's go down to About Phone. See, we're running on Android 4.2.1, and this is the KillROM Maguro, which is pretty nice. And this is a Sunday, January 13th build. I have not found an earlier build, so that's just a little heads up. And let's start with the killer modifiers. Under quick settings, you can have your quick pull down where you can slide from the right side of the screen just to get your quick toggles or your quick settings. And also, there we go, you can swipe down from the left to get your notifications and also toggles from here. It's pretty nice. You can choose your tiles, you can choose the layout, stuff like that. You guys should be used to that. There's tons of toggles that you can choose from, so just a little heads up. Under the navigation bar mods, you can have up to 5 custom targets. One thing that I like is that they include the AOKP menu arrow keys. So if you're texting somebody, let's just go into a message real quick, and here we go, messaging. And all the icons are themed, by the way, just a little heads up. So messaging, we're going to go into new, and we're going to go down here. See the little arrows? So if you enter something, you can use this arrow to go back and this arrow to go forward. So that's pretty nice. So let's go back to settings. And also you can change your color. You can change like the icons. See, this is the default, but the theme that I'm running, it changes it. So, and also you can have a navigation bar ring toggles. See, I have Falcon and have the camera. You can have up to 5 of these as well, so just a little heads up. Let's go back. Status bar mods. This is where you can have your center clock or your clock on the right. So also where you can have your AM, PM, your notification count. If you don't know what notification count is, if you have 5 Gmails, you'll see a little Gmail icon up there, and it'll also have like a little number 5 underneath it. So let's go back. And battery mods. This has the battery icons from CyanogenMod, little circle with percent and without percent. It also has the AOKP circle gear, I think it's called on here. You also get the killer stub, which is like a little stub with percent on top, and all the other icons as well. You can also have your battery bar at the top. I choose not to show it, but if you go under lock screen, this is where you can have your maximized widgets, and also you can choose custom shortcuts. So you can have up to 4 custom and then the default lock. I like to keep it simple because if you have widgets, you don't really want to have, you know, shortcuts right there too. And also the CyanogenMod clock widget. This is where you can customize it and stuff like that. Not really going to go too much into this. You should check out my CyanogenMod video for that. But here is the lock screen. So you see I had the maximize widget selected. So, you know, I just have to scroll. This is the CyanogenMod Krona's clock, I believe it's called. It'd be nice if in the Jelly Bam ROM that I'm running on my Note 2, if I long press on this, like it actually unlocks it, like the little lock icon, instead of having to pull that up and then unlock it. So just a little, you know, minor thing that I wish that they would include. I should probably ask them on XDA. Then you have your theme chooser. I forgot power menu. Power menu is when you press and hold the power button, in case you didn't know. You see I have screenshot. Let's go back. Theme chooser, of course. This is the new updated theme chooser for Android 4.2. See, a little updated. And I'm running the Frostbite theme in case you guys didn't know. I'll leave a link below for this theme. You have your extended UI mods, tweak everything. Now these toggles are the CyanogenMod like toggles on this side. So you see these toggles with Wi-Fi, data, Bluetooth, GPS, sound, I believe, and then orientation. These are the toggles, like the widget buttons, that you can choose what you want. So let's go back. You can hide the scroll bar, have haptic feedback, you can change your order, stuff like that. For LED modifier, this is where you can change the color of your LED, like what it blinks, and also your battery life. So if your battery is low, it'll pulse red, kind of like the Galaxy Note 2 or any newer phone actually. And then smart profiles is just your CyanogenMod profiles. Quiet hours. So if you don't want to be bothered, like from midnight to 6 a.m. in the morning, just turn these on and set that for your hours, and you won't get any notifications at all, which is pretty nice. I use that for school. Speed Demon, this is where you mess with your clock speed. See, it's locked. Like, you can't mess with this yet. Oh, I guess they updated this in the newer build. It wasn't working for me in the previous build, so you can overclock this to 1.6 gigahertz. Let's do this. And then your developer settings, which is kind of normal, but they also added a few tweaks. I like that if you go down to About Phone, and if you go to the build number, is this one? Which one is it? I think it's because I already, there we go. Nice try, but you are still not a developer. I like that they included that. I don't know why it wasn't. I guess it was showing. Sorry, that was an epic fail on video. And then for the rest, it's pretty common Android 4.2 stuff, so I'm not really going to go too much into that. But they do theme a lot of their icons and pretty much everything. The G apps are included, so they are inverted. Inverted, in case you didn't know. Like, if it was white, it is now black, so just a little heads up for that. And of course, I'm not going to leave you guys without showing you guys the boot animation. So that's a reboot. Oh, and I'm also running TSF shell launcher, in case you were wondering. So let me show you guys the boot animation. Google. See, it flashes KillROM. Pretty nice boot animation. And that's pretty much it. Everything is working this ROM. No force closes, no issues whatsoever. Everything works for me. Amazing battery life. I can't really give you like an exact battery measure if this was your daily driver, but I've been getting 2 days at a time on a single charge. But that's because I don't use the phone. I use my Note 2. But I do use this phone for Pandora, YouTube. I use this phone for everything but texting and calling and stuff like that. So, just a little heads up. I do still use this phone. But battery life, it's on par with every other ROM I've actually tried with the Galaxy Nexus. If you don't like the kernel, you can always flash Franco kernel. So that's just a little heads up. For this to boot up. It does take a minute to boot up. Wait for it. There we go. Then everything has to load, but if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see any more videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if I missed anything, leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll definitely be sure to cover that in a new updated video. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.